Good morning and welcome back to X-Carbovore. Today, I have some great follow-up numbers for you to examine with me and to see how well I'm doing. I've hit some new, some new lows and some new highs. I'd like to show you that on the inside. We'll see you there. And welcome back again. I'm Kian Anian, and this is my channel, the X-Carbovore. Our channel is dedicated to those of us that are kind of addicted to carbs. I'm being the primary source. I bet I can beat you in that. Hey, I've had some ups and downs, and this is my journey to 2025, just ramping up, getting myself set so that I can have a very successful year. All of the things that I'm going through right now, I'm living as if I am walking the carnivore life. So I'm doing it now, even though this is my ramp up period. And so I'm seeing a lot of changes and a lot of great things happening. And my numbers are fantastic. I've never seen my numbers this well. So I'm telling myself in my head, this is just getting me set for the new year. But I know in my heart that I'm already on the carnivore diet. So let me tell you a little bit about why I'm doing what I'm doing. Many of you saw my video from yesterday where doctors thought I had a stroke. Of course, I haven't had a stroke. I just had a situation, but I'm doing 100% okay. I have no problems whatsoever. And this has made me dig in even further into the carnivore diet. And my numbers are fantastic and they're supporting my choice. The only thing that I want to do that I don't have a daily or weekly a finger on, and that's my lipids, my LDL, my HDL, and that's something that we're going to start doing later this year, early next year, as soon as I have enough money to purchase the equipment that I need to take the blood test here at home. I think that'll be something extra that we can look at as a group. And I want to thank you, by the way, for watching and subscribing to this channel. It encourages me to keep going and to keep doing what I'm doing to help me be accountable to you. And hopefully, if you've made a decision yourself that the carnivore diet is something that you'd like to try, maybe I can be an encouragement to you as well. This is day 16 of the carnivore diet for me. No cheating, absolutely no sugar, no carbs, and maybe there was a little carbs in something I've eaten, one of the meats, or maybe in my cream, small amount, but we're going zero. And we're doing a 70% fat, a 30% protein ratio. And this is in the middle of where most carnivores are. And the balance is perfect for me as far as my consistency when I go to the restroom. Everything works out just fine. So I want to share my numbers with you today. And I think that's really what this video is going to be all about. Just kind of giving you an idea of where I am after staying in the hospital and not yielding to the kryptonite. As you know, I speak a lot about being Superman and my weakness being kryptonite here on this channel. The Superman portion, or my superpowers, come from me eating carnivore. Today, I can tell you, I feel the energy. When you're eating carnivore, believe it or not, the same components that make your carbohydrates make up your fat. And fat is our primary fuel source. So you have your carbon, your hydrogen, your oxygen in your carbohydrates. You have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in your fat. And they're just at different ratios. And in the fat, we have longer acting hydrogen. And this gives us a slower burn, and which basically means my energy level lasts a long, long time. So where the carbs give you that quick burst of energy, I have a long, slow burning energy that is fantastic. I don't have the highs and lows that you might have as you eat your regular SAD diet, and that's standard American diet. That's why we use the acronym SAD, where right after you eat, you might want to go to sleep. For me, right after I eat, I'm just as fine as I was before. And I eat for fuel, not necessarily for pleasure, but it doesn't hurt if you enjoy what you eat. And let me tell you, I don't know of anyone that doesn't enjoy bacon, doesn't enjoy steak, doesn't enjoy a nice egg, whether boiled, fried, or scrambled. Yummy. Listen, my life is great and I'm enjoying it. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. Now, if you've decided to try the carnivore diet, I suggest you do quite a bit of research. There are going to be the naysayers. I don't know why. There are people that really don't like the carnivore way of eating. They try to find something wrong with it. But listen, I don't bother you. You're eating chemicals. You're eating things that truly does destroy your body. Think about that. Think about the way you're eating right now. And was it around with our forefathers? Was bread even the way it was with our forefathers? Were potatoes the way it was with our forefathers? Most of the vegetables like broccoli wasn't even around during our forefathers' time. So think about what you're eating, whether it's created, whether it's manufactured, whether it's processed, highly processed foods that weren't around back then. Now think about all the diseases that have been introduced into the world since that time. Me, I'm back to the standard, and I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm more than okay with that. I feel great. I'm not here to preach to you or tell you that you should do this. I'm just defending my position, and I'm not ashamed of it. And listen, I don't mind if you have a knock on it or here or there. But look, there are vegetarians that walk around, nobody knocks on them. There are vegans that walk around, nobody knocks on them. They've made a choice for their life, and I'm not knocking on them. Don't knock on me. If you're here to support me, let's do this thing. I'm here to be supported and to get support from you. And I really enjoy you being here and you coming in and checking in. Some of you might be checking in to see, did he really have a stroke? Did he really die? Is he really having a bad time? This guy should quit this. Well, let me tell you something. I'm living my best life right now. I'm feeling great. And I could only get better after the years, because what takes place now, my body is making a shift from using carbohydrates as its primary source of fuel to using ketone bodies that comes from me eating basically a protein and fat diet, which is what our forefathers did. And this, our body has the ability to be two fuels, dual fuel. We can run on carbs and we can run on ketones. And it's like having a car that can run on either thing. And I've simply decided I won't run on the regular. I'm just going to use my diesel. You can make that choice for you as well. For me, carbs were killing me. Carbs were making me fat. Carbs were making me sluggish. Carbs were causing me pain. And I can only say that because I'm not eating carbs and I don't have the pain. I'm not even eating carbs and I have more energy. I'm not eating carbs and I feel great. Ask my wife. My energy is back. So let's get into some of my results since yesterday. All right. So as most of you know, I have historically high blood pressure. And this is one of the reasons why I am doing carnivore. I have many reasons, but this one is one. I've done my research and studies, and I found that lots of people with high blood pressure have found a decrease in their blood pressure while on carnivore and because of eating carnivore. My blood pressure at its worst is around 220 over 110. enough to make my head explode and make me want to pass out. Um, of course, I've been on medications. I've been off medications, self-prescribed, since May this year. And today, my blood pressure is a lovely 114/78. And I would say that that's excellent. Time to celebrate. And you're going to find today's just been one of those great days for me. And I'm hoping and praying that I've turned a corner of sorts where things are just starting to work out in the right way. So blood pressure, check. Very good. Let's see what's next. Now, when we look at my ketones yesterday were 2.1, I believe. Yeah, 2.1, which it's not bad. You're in ketosis when you're at 0.5, and typically between 0.5 to 1.5, you're doing great. Okay. When you're on carnivore, it's not unusual that your ketones can rise to 2.5, and even higher. Today, my ketones were 4.8. 4.8. And I'm not crying at all. 4.8. And it really means at this moment, my body is not fully using all my ketones yet. And the reason why I say that is because maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after, we'll start seeing me be routinely in the 2 to 3 range. Don't forget ketoacidosis, you can be, 8 to 10. That's very dangerous for a person, but the body will start using these ketones. So 4.5 is, okay, a good number. It's a great number, to be honest with you, but it doesn't really blow me out of the water. It also tells me that my body is going to start using these extra ketones that are in my blood. And at this moment, my body's not yet equipped to use them to its fullest degree. And so my mitochondria has to grow and die. And as they create new ones, they'll create them with the ability to use the ketones that they find in my blood. That's when you're really keto adapted. And of course, being keto adapted means that you are starting to use the ketones and you're running your body on the best fuel source that you can get. So just to have ketones in your system is one thing. To be able to use those ketones is another. So with the ketone and the glucose, we have something we call a GKI, glucose ketone index. And that tells us how well the body is working together, using the ketones, using the glucose. It just tells you how the body is functioning. Now, we've gone over the levels before of the 5 different levels that you could have. You can be out of therapeutic ketosis. You could be in moderate. You could be in high. And then they have a very, very high level, which is under 1. I like to be around 3 or below. That's my target, is to be around 3. This morning, though, I found myself at 0.9. So it's my first time ever going under 1. And what that means is my body's at the highest level of therapeutic benefits from being in GKI ketosis. Now, what does that mean for me in the long haul? If I were to read to you the chart that we use for measuring ketosis, if I was at a level 3 or lower, and that's a good thing, 3 or lower, this is used for those keto therapeutically for the treatment of diseases such as cancer, epilepsy, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, traumatic brain injury, and chronic inflammatory disease. Now, why am I saying that? So you have neurological disorders, you have cancer, you have all of these diseases that being in ketosis is good. It helps you reverse or improve these areas. Well, I'm today at the highest level that you can be. So that basically means, well, first of all, it says this is normally only achieved with the help of a physician, but you can see that you eating a strict carnivore diet, and I say strict, I still drink coffee. I'm breaking away from it, but I still drink coffee. Um, and I still was able to achieve the highest therapeutic level of a GKI. So that should tell you something right there. Imagine when I take away that plant, how much better I'm going to feel. And I'm hoping that it does change for me when I leave that. So we've talked about my blood pressure. We've talked about my ketones, my sugar, and the combination, the GKI. Now let's talk about my least favorite subject. So weight is not the priority for me. It's a side effect of the ketogenic diet. And of course, carnivore diet lies under the ketogenic label. And as a side effect, I mean, we just have to accept that it happens. A lot of people do, however, take on a ketogenic diet, carnivore, for the purpose of losing weight. So for that reason, I'm following and keeping track of this for those who are interested in the weight loss. Now, I've had quite a bit of rapid weight loss. And yesterday I was 89.9. So I'm officially in Wonderland. If you're looking at pounds, I'm in the 100 something range. I'm out of the 200 range, which is wonderful. No pun intended. But now today I'm again 89.9. So I'm flat, and that's okay with me. The body will adjust itself, and at some point it'll continue to move on, but it's not my primary focus. I just thought I'd give you the update. So folks, that's about it for today. I'm hoping that you're enjoying my content and all of my numbers. And if you are, please like and subscribe to this channel. And if you would like, tell a friend. Let them know that there's a guy like me doing a thing like this. We'll see you again tomorrow. God bless.